The Friday Night Show.
I have managed to get hold of, very luckily, copies of two films. Lucky because neither of them have been released in the UK yet. And I said I'd fill you in more on that. So we'll start with that to kick off with is Sound of Metal and Promising Young Woman. So both of which are coming out fairly soon in the UK, but have already been released in the US, which I think I've already covered on previous podcasts as well. They are coming out respectively on the 12th and the 16th. So the 12th for Sound of Metal, 16th for Promising Young Woman. Prime is where Sound of Metal is going to go, as it already is in the US, has been for a while. And the Sky Cinema for Promising Young Woman. These are obviously UK releases. I believe US have both got both, and I don't know about the rest of the world, but they're obviously the main ones that we can keep track of. So yeah, I managed to get hold of these two copies. Now, the reason being that, as I said, I think way back in podcast 1, maybe, I've obviously, I work in the industry and I'm trying to work my way up through the ranks as such to hopefully be directing one day amongst other jobs that I currently do. One of my colleagues that I know is a member. As you know, there's members. You can be a member of the Academy, you can be a member of BAFTA, you can be a member of BFI, all these kind of stuff. Well, one of the people that I do work with, who is a fairly close colleague, I told him about what I was doing on this podcast, and he said I might be able to get you copies on the basis that you are now a media platform, a reviewing platform. I obviously showed him the channel, sent the links across and all that kind of stuff. And even though we're still in our early days, boys and girls, but you know, it didn't matter. I managed to get access, and he very kindly managed to get me a hold of some screener copies for both of them to be able to talk about them now. So this is it. We've gone legit now, Tom. This is it. Like, we've hit. I think this is the announcement, the big time. We've got screener copies.
I tell you what, mate. I am absolutely astounded that you've been able to do that, to be honest. But I will take it. We have,
yeah.
Like you say, we have hit the big time.
We've now hit the big time. This is it. We're in the big leagues. We're in the big critic leagues.
Do you know what's going to happen next? We're going to be allowed to go to red carpet events, and we're going to be,
we'll be at Cannes Film Festival next.
Yeah, signing autographs, all the good stuff.
Well, you say that, but you haven't even actually mentioned your T-shirt. I've only just noticed it, but you're wearing branded merch there.
I am. So we've got branded merch now. Do you know? It's a funny story actually. I'll try and keep it brief because I know that we're in the movie section and we've got to get through that. But we talked about Blaine having a brand, wasn't it? He has his
own clothing line.
That's it. Believe, he has his own clothing line, and I had a conversation with him over the interweb, and I said to him, look, we'd really love some t-shirts for the show, and some merch. Could you help us out with that? As I know that your clothing brand has gone international now, and it's huge around the world. And he said, do you know what, Tom? I'll do you a favour. I'll help you out because you got me back into work when he was, when he was in a really tough patch. So he said that he would get us some merch done, and here it is.
Absolutely, mate. Blaine, you lifesaver. What a legend. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's got an eye for fashion, hasn't he?
Absolutely, smashed it.
I love it.
The Friday Night Show with Bradshaw and Ives.